And then I went and looked up apps for meal planning, and I came across an app called Welcome Back, Jack. Cheers. Today's video is gonna be like, we're gonna have a grocery haul. I'm gonna do some meal planning. We're gonna be making cake pops, and I'm gonna be sharing a really cool free app with you guys. I hope you enjoy. Let's get into the grocery haul. Okay, so I have two grocery hauls. This one is US Chef Store, what used to be cash and carry. So I'm going to do this one first so I can put this stuff away. And then I have another one that is Winco, and I'll start with the cold stuff from Winco, so I can put it away, and then I'll continue. Okay, so this haul came out to $97.14, which is really expensive, but we have some meatballs that we're going to put in the crock pot at some point. This was $19.39. The Colby Jack cheese block is $16.19. The 10-pound thing of ground beef was $30. And then both of the coffees was $12.59 each. And then the milk was $7. We just got the ground beef because we always keep that on hand, or try to. Same thing with the coffee. We like the beans because we just put it up here and it grinds it for us anyways. And then we do want to try the what was it? Swedish meatballs is basically what it is. We want to try that in the crock pot. We've had them a long time ago, but I want to do that again. We go through cheese so quickly, so that's why we got that. And the milk is just cheaper buying it there when it comes in the double pack. But yeah, so there is that. I'm going to put those away. Starting on the meats from the Winco haul, and then I'll move to produce and then put it away, and then I will show you guys the rest. So all of this stuff came out to $2.33, and so we got some, hold on, I gotta move out of my way. Okay, so for the meats, we've been, this is a little bit different. I didn't know you got this, babe. Okay, so we're kind of moving away from what we've been usually getting, but this is country style lean ribs, both of them. We got two of those. What we've been getting is the pork sirloin, like boneless chops, a lot because they've been on sale. Were these kind of just cheaper? They look decent. About the same, huh? And then we got this huge, it looks pretty big, pack of riblets in a bag, just little chunks of ribs. And then we got these two packs of chickens. We have chicken thighs, and we have breast fillets, because I like to do, most likely we got this because it's cheap. My husband is not a fan of chicken. If he does eat chicken, it's more this style, but I wanted some of this because I wanted to do chips chicken, but I will probably end up getting another one to do that eventually, because I don't have the chips or anything for it right now. And then we got some smoked honey ham and some Black Forest ham. Those are $4.18 each. I'm probably not going to say the price for every single thing, but the meats, I feel like, you can see it on here, so I might as well throw in the price for this too. But I'm going to put these away and go to the vegetables. Okay, so here is the rest of the cold stuff that I'm going to go over, and then we'll get into all the rest. Got some Greek yogurt. I've come across Greek yogurt a long time ago. I like the plain, and I like to add granola into it. The plain kind of tastes a little sour, but if you add granola, it's really good. But got some lemon cream, and Jalen likes yogurt as well. We got 10 little tomatoes, like 2 bunches of them. Romaine hearts, there's 3 in there. We got one of these, forgot to add it in with the meats. And we got 2 things of sliced cheese. We got the cheddar and the pepper jack, or Colby pepper jack, sorry. We got some Brussels sprouts. I I love these so much. We have 2 things of sweet buttercream. Nope, we have sweet cream butter. Okay, yeah, why did I say buttercream? Whatever. We have 2 packs of butter. We have our favorite creamer, Italian sweet cream. We have not actually been using creamer for like 2 weeks now or something like that, maybe a week and a half. Normally we have creamer. If not, we add milk, or I do. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zucchinis, 2 cucumbers, and 2 things of green onion. And now I'm going to put that part away. Okay, so we have 2 bags of cereal, the Honey Grams, and, you know, Lucky Charms, basically. A thing of Ritz. And my husband just opened them to eat them with a pack of sardines. And he's like, I hate when they do that. And it's like, it's for the, you know, for little kids to grab, or you can stick in their lunches or whatever. It's so funny. Anyways, we got some cheddar and sour cream chips. Babe, why did you get those chips? Oh, okay. I was going to say, because normally when I do chips chicken, I get like original of this. When I do that one night, I'll probably throw it into like a day in the life and then do that too and show you guys like basically what I do. But yeah, it's really good. Anyways, we got that. We got some garlic salt, onion powder, smoked paprika, Cajun seasoning, cumin, and these dog treats. I actually went to Dollar Store a couple days ago, and I picked up one little pack of things that looked like these, and it was called sausages. But all of these was $8.44. I did look at the price of those just so you guys kind of get an idea. Some snacks for Jalen. Always try to keep goldfish on hand. And applesauce. We have the regular and cinnamon. I got some honey because I noticed this morning I gave her some warm water. She is not feeling good. And I wanted to put a tiny bit of honey in it and shake it up and hope that that would help along with her medicine, but not mix them, you know what I mean? But anyways, and then my husband picked up some Pedialyte and 2 packs of these, apple cinnamon and strawberry. And then we have some ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. That is the best kind, I'm telling you. My husband likes smoked oysters. And he was talking about, actually, he wants to make a fire pit out in the yard to where we can do oysters and stuff like that. Like, it has a top over it that you can kind of spin. He's been wanting to make something like that, little fire pit area. So maybe this summer, that'll be something to look forward to. Got some seasoned pretzels, even though most of the time my husband makes these himself. And if you're new here, he just uses the buttered oil popcorn oil. It's like butter flavored popcorn oil or whatever. And then he puts whatever seasonings he wants, puts them all in a bag with the pretzels and shakes it, and voila. Anyways, we got some peanut butter and jelly. And 3 of the garlic and herb tomato sauce, and then just regular kind. And then we have 4 packs of the au jus gravy mix and 6 packs of the ranch dip. But anyways, he's been really liking getting like big French bread loaves or whatever, and having giant au jus French dip, basically, with using the carne asada and whatever cheese you want. It's really, really good that way on like a giant sandwich. And then we got some medium shells, thin spaghetti, and swirly noodles, 2 packs of this. Got some hot sauce and jalapeno peppers. I will not be using those. I don't really care for peppers. Got 2 things of refried beans, 2 things of the original Nally chili, a big old pack of tortillas, and 2 cans of pears, 3 bunches of bananas, and a 5-pound thing of Idaho potatoes. And that is it. And all the stuff that I showed you before as well. But everything total for this one came out to $233, plus the 97 or whatever it was for the other one. So a little over $300 for everything. And I think we got a lot of stuff, like good sized amount of meat and, you know, filler items, obviously, and things to stock up on. Okay, I actually just put everything away, but I forgot to mention we got these as well. I forgot because I've been snacking on them and they were sitting on the island, but yeah, I got those too, and they're really good. Okay, I'm gonna start to make cake pops. I don't have any like melting chocolate, but I do have just like chocolate chips. I mean, hopefully that'll be fine. And I used yellow cake. It's already done. So right now I'm gonna put it into here and crumble it with 1 cup of cream cheese frosting. You can use whatever kind you want, but that's what I'm working on right now.
That is not parchment paper.
We don't have any.
No, don't stick to that.
Well, what am I supposed to put, Earl?
Plastic wrap.
Why don't I just oil it? Would that be better?
Probably
Huh?
not. Probably not. I would just put it on the can by itself.
Just with nothing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have first paper. I mean, I'm just gonna oil it. Where's my phone? Oh my god. It's funny. We helped a lady who lost a dog today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought I seen a pug. I was like, oh no, it's a little, or I was like, oh, a little pug, and then I seen a lady kind of, you know, looking all frantic, and I'm like, oh no. And then I got closer, I'm like, I don't know what that is, like a Shih Tzu or something. Like, definitely wasn't a pug, but it was, you know, about the same size. But anyways, I pulled into a driveway, and I didn't even ask the lady, like, oh, you want me to help? You know, I'm just like, come here. I thought I could like trick the dog, get it at least to the car, just grab it or something. Sounds really bad, but I was like, oh, you know, is saying all the, you know, words that dogs like to hear. I don't want to say it because Jack's right there. You know, like the T word and the C word for, you know what's food. And then eventually some other guy came out of that house of the driveway I was pulled into, and the dog just went right up to him. He's like, oh, I have 5 dogs. I'm like, it doesn't matter how many dogs you have. Like, that's weird. Dog whisperer. I think it's weird. It's like, the dog didn't cut, maybe? I don't know. The dog was a boy. I was like, I told Julian, I was like, maybe the dog smelled girls. Maybe he has female dogs. You know, the only one that's around. I don't know if they can even tell. Do you think they could tell that? Like, if they smell their dogs, can they tell if it's a boy or a girl? I don't understand, like, all that, but it sounds like a dumb question, but I really don't know. Like, I would think no, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, do they have different scents? You know what I mean? I don't know. I should look that up. But I can't touch my phone because cake. So these are not going to be very perfect, but hopefully they'll be good. Okay, so I have 30 of the cake pops. They're not done yet, but I have 30 balls in here. So I used skewers and I cut them. So I took 15 skewer sticks, cut off the tip. I just used that to cut them. And then I cut them each in half. And then it says to melt your chocolate. I'm just going to use this. Hopefully that works well. And it says melt it in a 2-cup liquid measuring cup. So I'm going to melt these in here. And then it also says take them out from the fridge, like kind of like a few at a time so they can stay cool as long as possible. And what you'll do is you'll take the stick, dip it in the melted chocolate first, and then stick it into the ball, and then dip, and then go like this to get the rest, off. Like if it's dripping or whatever, go like that. And then to dry them, if you don't have a tray or anything like that, you can stick them in the bottom of a colander. Hopefully this all works, but we shall see. I'm going to do a couple and then show you what I've got so far. Good morning. It's actually a new day. We ate all those cake pops, but I didn't finish them. So you won't be seeing chocolate. You'll be seeing like pumpkin spice chips that are melted. I know it's almost spring, but that's what we have. So I'm gonna heat it up again, get it good and melted, and then we're gonna dip some cake pops. And then I'm going to share a really fun app with you guys, and it's totally free. This is not sponsored. I don't make money, or you know what I mean. Like, I'm just telling you, I found this by chance, and it's the coolest free app. But anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so I was trying to do this earlier. That's what it looks like. So anyways, what you do is you put the chocolate chips. I'll show you what kind I've been using. I did have some chocolate left over in here, but it was too low. That's the kind I'm going to be using, so I'm just going to melt that again. It is melted. It just needs to be warmed up. But basically what you do is you want one of these or a microwave safe dish that's pretty like deep. And then you microwave chocolate if you're doing it like I am, like you don't have, all the type of baking things that you need. But you do have chocolate chips. You just melt it for 30 seconds. Take it out, stir it, and just kind of repeat the process. What I did is I added a little bit of milk just to kind of speed up the process. So there's already milk in there. I just need to heat it up again. Okay, there are the cake pops. Okay, this is taking me forever. It's a new morning. It's actually pretty early, 5:45. So, I wanted to do meal planning and kind of do it the way that I do it. I don't know if there's rules for meal planning. You just kind of like do what works for you. And I think the easiest thing is go off of the meat, you know. So I'll let you guys know about the app in a second, by the way. Right, I'm just going to tell you what it is right now. It's called Stash Cook. I'm trying to like make it so I can put up clips because I'm going to do some screen recording so it can actually show you, unless you wanted to pause it and do it yourself, but I'll still put it on the screen. But so I'm trying to like not be in the center. But anyways, so I don't think I'm really good at meal planning. I do know one thing is I cannot plan out a whole month, and everyone changes their mind, and not everyone likes everything. So for me to plan out a whole month would be ridiculous. That's not going to happen. So usually what I honestly do is go like day by day. I have been struggling with dinner ideas. My husband will cook, I'll cook. Like he might cook 2 days in a row. He'll cook up to 3 days in a row, and then I'm like, okay, he's cooked enough. Like it's my turn. We just kind of every week is different, and I really want to get in a better habit of trying to maybe not like have a certain day, but at least have an idea of what we're gonna have. And so if so I don't write like the meals on like Monday and Tuesday, you know what I mean? I just write down ideas for meals. It could be 10 meals, 4 meals, it doesn't matter. But what I like to do is make a list of all the meat. And then I'll just get ideas off of that. And what I used to do, so for instance, I'll show you a list of all the meat that we have right now. So that is all the stuff that we have right now. I don't know if you can read my handwriting. Sometimes it's nice, most of the time it's not. But the point is, I was like, okay, we have ground beef, obviously. You can make tacos, you can make spaghetti. We have all the noodles that you've seen in the grocery haul. So what I do is I still do it sometimes, but I used to go on Pinterest, and then I was typing in, not in Pinterest, but you know what I would do? Like I would type in like ground beef recipes, easy recipes, quick recipes. I would just type in whatever, but it always kind of like, it helps, but it only helped to an extent to kind of get an idea of what you want to make. And then I went and looked up apps for meal planning, and I came across an app called Stash Cook, and it's a free app. You can purchase like the pro version. But the thing about this app is when you're in the app, you can search up recipes through the app. Not that it has recipes in it, but it like, branches out, and like you can find whatever recipes you want. So basically it's kind of like Pinterest. So you could type in whatever recipes you want. Then when you find a recipe you like, there's a little thing on the bottom that says stash it, and you can stash the recipe away. That's why it's called Stash Cook. And then once you stash the recipe and it's in your Stash Cook app, you can go to that recipe and you can click on the ingredients, and if you double click, it will boom add it to your grocery list. And in the app you have a grocery list as well. It adds all the ingredients. It adds exactly how much you need for that ingredient, so it will say how much you need next to it, and you can take that part and do whatever you want with it. You don't have to follow how much, but if you do click on the amount of oregano or whatever it is, it will tell you for what recipe that ingredient is for. And all of that part of it is free. The whole clicking and saving ingredients is free. Now, if you wanted to get the pro version, which I'm not going to get that, I just think it is enough as the free version, you can do other things. I don't really remember exactly right now, but maybe I'll do a voiceover and say what it is, but you guys can also check it out. But I just think it's amazing, and you can do a cook with me. There's on the recipes that you stashed, there's exactly like it's set up, so you're not scrolling and stuff. It'll be like step 1, these are the ingredients you're using for that step, and then it'll go through step 2 all the way, and you can lock your screen so it won't like dim or go blank as you're cooking. But anyways, so with all the meats and stuff, I think my daughter just woke up and I probably woke her up. But anyways, I wrote down chili dogs because we had chili in the grocery haul, or we have chili. So I wrote down chili dogs because we already have hot dogs. I wrote down meatloaf just because I've been craving meatloaf and we have everything to make it. And I just use like any kind of cracker, and I put them in a Ziploc bag, and I take a rolling pin and I beat the crap out of it, and then or I roll it, as it gets smaller. And that's just how I use my breadcrumbs. You can season it however you want, but I do love the Italian style breadcrumbs if I were to go buy it. We do both. We're not like, you know what I mean? Like, we just use what we have, and when we can get what we want, that's what we do. We've just always been like that. We splurge where we want, save where we can. Anyways, and then I wrote down fried chicken, mac and cheese, or macaroni and cheese, and zucchini, which I made that not last night. Last night we had pizza. My husband just on a whim was like, let's go get Little Caesars. But I made the fried chicken with that Cajun seasoning. I didn't like it. It was good, but when like it's spicy, I feel like that's all you taste, and you don't actually taste anything else but the spice. But it is good. Everyone else liked it. So there's a ton of spicy fried chicken in the fridge that everyone else can have. So anyways, we have a lot of leftovers. We can add the chicken with we can make French fries one night, and I don't know. So we have a ton of leftovers that we can use as sides, or use the chicken for a main course of something else. We could do spicy chicken wraps because we have the tortillas, lettuce, cheese. You know what I mean? There's so many things that we can eat. I wrote down roast. So I wrote down a roast because usually when we get those big packs, well, it was rib meat, little rib pieces, but we have another pork carnita in our, like a big thing of pork carnita in our freezer. And usually when we get things like that, my husband that's his thing. He has his barbecue station. That's his whole thing. Like, I don't touch that stuff. Unless I ask. We have like our unspoken rules. And I'm mainly the one that does the chicken and all that. Not like it is a for sure thing. Like, he'll cook chicken, but you know what I mean? And other stuff like the pork sirloin that we still do have. So I wrote down pork sirloin, steak and potatoes with green beans. Like, it's always the same. Spaghetti, tacos. We've been still trying to do taco night. We did have it, but I don't think it was on Tuesday. It was probably like Wednesday. I don't remember. And I wrote down butter parmesan noodles with meatballs because my mom had given me a big old bag of Parmesan cheese, like the actual like good Parmesan cheese. And we still have meatballs in the freezer. So, so that's just what I wrote down. This can change. There's no certain day. It's just something to go off of. And usually what happens is I get ideas from what I wrote down too. Like, if it's similar to something else, I'll be like, oh, how about we do a meatball sub instead? It's super quick, but okay. So anyways, there's meal plan. The main thing I write down is the meat. If I don't write anything else down, I write down the meat. But I did also write down the vegetables that we have, which would end up being sides. And I wrote down fruit for whatever reason. And then I always know that I know now we have chili, which we did actually have chili before too. And we have enough chili. But we always have rice, noodles, and tortillas. So you always keep that kind of thing in mind. If you don't know what to do for a side, I swear, rice is really filling, pasta is really filling. And then I keep track of, like, every day I'm looking in the fridge for, like, around lunchtime, not for what I want to eat, but, you know, I keep in mind like what people could eat. You know, you can make a sandwich. You could always make a sandwich, and you can have mac and cheese for a side. You know what I mean? So we've been doing that lately. Last week we were doing that because we've been having a lot of macaroni and cheese because my kids love it, especially Julian. He really loves it, and Jalen's loving it too. Also, I put garlic seasoning in my macaroni and cheese when I made it last. I always do it like differently. I just experiment. And I threw in bacon bits. Oh my gosh, it was good. And then I used the Parmesan cheese and saltine crackers for like a crusted zucchini. We had that. Oh, it was really good, you guys. But I'm still sick. But I know this video is like different. It's not really like my normal vlogs, but the next video is going to be a vlog. I've got to go through my daughter's clothes of the 3 and up. You know, all those clothes I stuck into a bag. I'm actually going through them, and I wanted to show you guys my room from before and after type of thing, and then just kind of like take you throughout my day and check off my to-do list. That is what the next video is going to be. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to check out the app Stash Cook. And don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to leave me a heart emoji down in the comments below. And hit the road, Jack.